Well, good morning, friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. And many of us, gardeners, if you have a lawn, it's getting kind of crispy, farmers, growers, uh, searching for a rain, and it's not out there in the short term. So, like I said, keep the garden hose handy and also keep the sunscreen handy because we've got a very warm, hot summer pattern coming up. The only thing is, as we enter this really dry period, or continue it, I should say, the humidity in the air is low. So this isn't your typical 90-degree in the summer type day in Michigan because of the humidity being on the low side. Hey, good morning, Tom Ramsey, Beth Nash. Hi to you. Gina Moran needs rain in Kimball. Yes, I know, need rain in a lot of places. So we'll start with the satellite picture again. I started with this yesterday morning, and you saw a little outflow boundary over northern Lake Michigan that we talked about could spark a few thunder showers, and it did. And now you see, well, maybe an outflow boundary in southwest Michigan, and one of our better models indicates that maybe an isolated lake breeze thunderstorm could develop along that in the afternoon. But these things are just a luck if you get them. So radar shows that it's quite dry out there. Now here's what I'm talking about with the radar forecast. Oh, okay. So Ed Johnson says multiple areas in Waterford without power. I wonder what that's all about. I'll let MLive know and see if they can check it out and get some info. Good morning, Jennifer Webster. All right. So radar forecast dry today, except for this is 5 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock. So maybe from the Grand Rapids area and Holland down into the southwest corner, Benton Harbor, St. Joe. Um, Isolated thunder shower. And then as the sun lowers in the sky, those dissipate. So they only last for about an hour or two as far as forming, and in any one spot, maybe only 15 minutes. But hey, it's something. So now we get into the longer term. Pick out Michigan in there. Sometimes you got to find a state that you can see, like Illinois and Indiana clearly stick out to me, and then you can see Michigan. So you're looking at the whole U.S. Vernon Morawski, no, we're looking at that now. No rain right now. So we're into Friday. Tomorrow is a hot day. I think maybe tomorrow is the hottest day. And then a subtle northeast wind backs in and slowly starts to cool us. Here's Monday, still that cold front coming in from the north. It has some thunderstorms with it in Ontario, and sometimes that kind of front can bring a line of thunder showers into the thumb, is about it, straight from the north, almost a lake effect line of thunder showers. That's the only hope in rainfall here. Then this is Tuesday back to dry, and next Wednesday dry, and next Thursday dry, and next Friday dry, and then we're out 10 days. So really no rain in the forecast. Temperatures today will again be in the low 90s, and tomorrow will be in the low 90s. And then Saturday, we start to get a northeast wind in the afternoon. So that keeps it a little cooler in the Thumb, Saginaw Valley area, northeast shoreline, but it's still hot on the west side where it'll be 90 degrees or more. Sunday, a little more of a northeasterly wind, and that cools the eastern half of the state into the lower 80s, it looks like. And then as we get to Monday, down to the 70s, 80s retreating to the southwest. And next week looks like great weather with temperatures in the 70s and low 80s. Now we're at the Friday of next week, and Saturday starting to warm up back to heading close to 90 degrees. In other words, I didn't show you anything about rainfall as far as a substantial chance. And it's still going to be pretty hot until we get into the weekend, and then things will start to cool gradually from northeast to southwest at this time. So, you might be in El Pino on Sunday, and it might be very comfortable, and the southwest corner might still be quite hot, nearing 90 degrees. All right, let's take a look at the extended forecast to see what's going to happen. 6 to 10 day forecast is warmer than normal. Okay, 6 to 10 day forecast is slightly warmer than normal because I showed you the northerly wind coming in. Hey, Dale Schweitzer from Manistee, good morning to you. And precipitation expected to obviously be way below normal. 8 to 14 day forecast would take us out to the middle of June. And it is for, slightly warmer than normal temperatures, but at least the bullseye of highest dry possibilities is starting to let up. And you're starting to actually see maybe that area of storminess move across the country. It takes a while to do so. But again, my thing is I'm targeting, June 10th at the earliest to maybe June 15th, we start to get into the showers and thunderstorms. So farmers, not good. Those of us that have a garden, we can survive. Our plants can survive by watering the garden. Of course, Mother Nature, when she waters it, it does a whole lot better. It is what it is. It's weather, and it goes from wet to dry a lot of times. And then who knows, it certainly could go back to wet at some point, I would say by late in June into July. So there's your weather update. Enjoy the sunshine. Keep the sunscreen on. Keep the garden watered. And enjoy what a lot of folks have been waiting for. I wait for it all, When we get to March and April, I'm done with winter. I love summer. And when we get through summer, here comes fall. For a meteorologist, that means the storms start up. And then as we get to the end of fall, I'm ready for winter. Only months I could really do without are about, I could do without about February 15th to April 15th, probably somewhere in there. So, hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Please hit the share button.